All right, we've got Benjamin Kendricks on the phone. How you doing, Ben?
I'm doing well, and you?
Not too bad. Happy New Year's to you. It's obviously 2019, and in 2018 you had quite the year. You were busy. I believe you had you participated in about 8 international judo tournaments. How would you describe 2018?
I would describe it as, the first part was better for me, I think, the first 6 months of 2018. The last 6 months weren't as great. I had difficulties, just in my judo in general. However, I think it was a good year. I learned a lot, and that's, for me, that's what I'm concentrating the most on right now. So, gaining the most experience that I possibly can, and then, moving forward from there. So that's what it was.
Right on. And I believe you're turning 19 in a few months, yeah?
Yeah, March 6th.
Right. So speak to us, if you don't mind. What is it that you learned the most this year? What's the major takeaway that 2018 really highlighted for you personally?
I would say that, probably, the whole thing regarding or with respect to, competition preparation, like how you prepare for a competition, because I was kind of naive. Before, I did went to competitions and stuff, I was really training too hard, and I was doing too much. So I kind of fell into a phase this year where I was overtraining, like a lot, because I was doing 3 times a day for a period of 2-3 months, So what I really learned is that, you have to recover and rest, before competition, and that will allow you to perform well. However, those last 6 months, I wasn't able to do that. It took me a long time. I had to take a long break to recover, and that cost me a few competitions, I think.
Right. And as I mentioned, you competed 8 times internationally at some major IGF tournaments. The last one, I believe, was at the Hong Kong Asian Open. How are you feeling now, 2019? What are your goals moving forward? Your next competition is on at the Rome European Open, which is in February. Actually, no, the next one is at the Elite 2019 Nationals. But speak to us about your goals for this coming year.
Goals are obviously I really want to perform well, you know what I mean? I just want to keep gaining experience and really not just gaining experience, meaning going to competition and trying, my best, and whatever happens. I'm kind of aiming to win. I really like winning, and I wanna, just perform at my best possible level. You know what I mean? So that's basically my goals for this year. I really want to. There's no specific competitions in my mind. I just want to really go with the flow during training and do what I got to do, and then come competition time, I'm just going to try, to perform at my highest level for sure.
Right on. Well, all the best with those goals for this coming year. Obviously, I follow you on Instagram, Mr. Kendricks on Instagram. You've got quite an interesting Instagram account, and you seem like a very positive, outgoing individual. What is it, Ben, that judo gives you? And I've asked you this before, and I'll probably keep asking you this for years to come. But what is it about judo competition that keeps you going?
For me, it's mostly just everything you learn, about yourself mostly, and about, life in general, going to these competitions and stuff like that. The whole experience, not just the competition itself, but the whole traveling side of it, getting to see different things in the world, but also during the competition itself, it's mostly my motivation, my hunger, my devotion, to the sport. I just want to become the best possible, judo player that I can, and win as many games as I possibly can before my career is over, And it might sound weird to say that now, because I'm considered young in the sport and stuff like that. But I'm really aiming to be the best, in the world. That's what I'm aiming to become one day, and I just really want to make it happen. That's my motivation, really, and I know it's going to happen. I have to trust, myself and trust what I'm doing, and I just have to keep going. That's all I'm concentrating on. That's what keeps me going. That's what ultimately I want to do.
You're obviously young, but you've been involved in judo for quite some time, on the tatamis and training, so on and so forth. Speak to us, as I'm involved in various, as far as communicating and reporting various combat sports, and I find in North America one of the when we speak about judo, there's really not. It seems like the entire world is on fire with judo, but in the Americas, be it in Canada, the U.S., there's almost, I would say, a lack of general knowledge. Speak to us, particularly for people who are grappling fans, be it, no-gi grapplers or jiu-jitsu grapplers. Sell us on judo. Tell us in a few words, Ben. Sorry, I'm putting you on the spot. What is it about judo that makes it such a highly entertaining, dynamic combat sport? Because the whole world seems to know that, and certain pockets of the Americas don't. In my humble opinion,
I believe that, if I was to sell judo, I think that it's really, I don't know, I just feel like all those, the grapplers and the no-gi fighters and the BJJ people and all that, they have great communities within, themselves. But I really think, the judo environment, you could call it the judo world, I really think what makes it so exciting to participate, at these competitions and win and podium and have results, is the whole environment that we're in ourselves, It's really that, because you could take any martial art, but within every martial art, there's a different kind of vibe and a different kind of world inside of it, So that's the way I see it in my eyes, at the very least, It's like you go in a BJJ competition, you get different vibes from all the BJJ people, they're different and all that, but judo, it's really judo's judo, and it's in our world, our community, our environment, judo environment, that's what really makes it that exciting, is that there's all these competitions now at the senior, junior, cadet level, and it's just there's world tours and all that, and it's just really the whole vibe you get from it, the whole experience, it's not just you go there to fight and that's it, It's going back and then when you're at that level, giving back to the younger people, and trying to make them as good as they could possibly be as well,
Right. Now, speak to us about the upcoming Elite Nationals to 2019. You've obviously competed at this tournament. Speak to us as to what it means for Canadian judokas and fans of judo as a whole.
I believe that for all the competitors, I think it's a great opportunity to try to become the best in Canada, because if you're national champion that day, then you're considered the best in Canada on that given day. I think it's a good competition because it's the 8 best fighters in every category, right? So it's really just focused on the top level athletes, and it's really, a selection for some people. For other people, just making more points. For other people, it's just a fun tournament, So it's really, it's a great atmosphere, because there's, a lot of fans and stuff like that, and a lot of families that come and watch their sons and daughters fight, or, their relatives fight. So it's just a really good kind of vibe of competition. You go there and it's just it's just a good time for real. I just like fighting there because it's a show, basically.
It sure is, and it's happening at La Tohu in Montreal on January 12th and the 13th, and it's going to be streamed on Judo Canada's website. So, I'm going to be there along with my fellow Capital Combat Parlay partner, Louis Hill. We're looking forward to it. We're looking forward, actually, to interviewing you and getting your insights on the tournament. You're a participant at it. I think you have a few sponsors for your Instagram account.
Yeah, well, so I'm a Judo Ontario ambassador, and I'm also a Team ALLMAX ambassador. So Judo Ontario is my provincial association, for judo, and they support me in many ways. So I appreciate them, and I kind of talked to them about it and stuff like that, and that's what we came up with for me being an ambassador. Also, Team ALLMAX is basically a supplement company, as most people know. And they kind of, I think they reached out, I reached out to them, they reached back to me, and we started talking and stuff like that, and they supply me supplements, and there's a kind of a mini contract, I guess you could say, without any signatures or anything like that, but it's mostly just, I provide social media marketing for them, and they give me, free supplements in return, so it's kind of I'm the ambassador, they say I am. So it's a really good team that I have, and I really appreciate both of their help for sure.
If you're listening to this right now, make sure you go on Instagram and follow Mr. Kendrick. Thank you very much for your time. All the best at the 2019 Elite Nationals, but more importantly, all the best throughout this coming year with all the various tournaments you'll be competing at. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much, Garmamie. We'll talk soon, and thank you everyone for listening to this.
Thank you. Take care, brother.